Please welcome Bobby Peterman.
And as you can see, I am not Glenn Williams, all right? So Glenn sends his apologies. He is actually caught up in the travel issues. He's stuck in Canada, as are Willy and his team. So they're not in Canada, they're down in Miami. So we've got Willy and his team coming remote today, and Glenn, again, sends his apologies that he couldn't be here. But man, I'm excited. This is a great day in Primerica. Give it up. I mean, it is a great day in Primerica. We've got more recognition because this show covers since July 1st. So I'm about to go over some milestones with you. But before I do, I want to tell you, the convention was unbelievable. I mean, we had 40,000 people at the convention, and if you weren't able to be there, if you weren't able to be at the convention, you missed a lot, but you still got time. You still got time to catch up, and I'm going to talk about a lot today. I'm going to talk about a lot of the milestones that have happened before the convention. You need to be a milestone after the convention. You need to do something special after the convention. And I'm going to tell you how the convention continues, all the great things that the convention meant, you can still capture. So don't think you missed out if you weren't there. You can still capture the spirit of the convention. But again, best convention ever. I know we had a few hiccups with the registration. We had some people that couldn't get into the bins. You know, I was getting people texting me, Bobby, I'm up in nosebleeds. Can you get me back down to the floor where I'm supposed to be? I'm $1 million earner. Sorry about all that. But you know what? When you have that many people coming in, you're going to have a few hiccups. But again, best messages ever. Glenn was on message every single time he talked. Julie was always great from the stage, and Peter had great messages. Every one of the field leaders had great messages. I couldn't have asked for a better convention. So now let's go to the milestones. We've got 21 $100,000 earners, new ring earners since July 1st. So Austin and Nerva Harris, new ring earner. Give it up. Artie and Mary Fernandez, Oscar and Jennifer Packmont, Wayne Dean, Joyce and Susie Shaheed, Power Builder Bakira Kilo, Camden and Jessica Lang, John and Natalie Evers, Luke and Carolina Wittig, Power Builder Ida Bryan and Barbara Taylor, Sharon Jett and Nerlep Dillon, Power Builder Krizia and Crystal Gomez, Power Builder Isaiah and Laurencia Kupalor, ring earner Elizabeth and Marie Claude Fabian, ring earner Bruce and Nancy Jensen, ring earner Fernaldo and Deborah Miller, Power Builder Aisha Leach and Alicia Franco, Diana Martinson, Myrtle and Patrick Dixon, Power Builder Ruth Datiste, Kyle and Mary Lofton. Unbelievable. 21, give it up again. 21 new ring earners since July 1st. Only can happen at Primerica, team. And now I'm about to go through 11 second diamonds. Give it up. Second diamond earners, Savannah and Joshua Johnson, Ernie and Michelle Esqueda, Greg and Rebecca Catron, Eddie and Jill Corcoran, Wendy Ramirez, Rebecca and Russell Rhodes, Kenny and Jametta Johnson, Vania Rampart, Matt and Charlene Wersbicki, Gerselda Ziller, Aaron and Rihanna McGowan. Now, give it up for all the two diamond earners. That's, again, only at Primerica can you go through that many folks who have crossed over the $100,000 and the $200,000. Only at Primerica, team. Now, 12 third diamond earners since July 1st. Ron and Ann Pollard, Michael and Ann Parker, Tim and Carolyn Shirley, Jessica and Ben Powers, Proctor and Allison Hensley, John and Heather LaRue, Narav and Anisha Shukla, Stephanie and Mark Dorman, Shannon and Carlton Smith, Kenny and Stacy Robinson, Neville and Anna Perez, Hector and Maria Dominguez. 12 $300,000 earners. 12 people who got ownership since July 1st. It's an unbelievable team. Now, fourth diamond numbers. Give it up for the great Kristen and Ryan Pat. Fourth diamond, $400,000. Jesus and Nancy Macadan. Karen and Eric Calderon Paraso. Those are all the 4 diamond numbers. Now, fifth diamond, Mark and Ann Drake. Give it up for Mark and Ann from Michigan. I tell you, unbelievable. 6th diamond now. 6th diamond, Susan and Rafael Bastidas. 7th diamond, unbelievable, since July 1st. Keith and Sheila Chappelle and Dave and Diane Deal. 8th diamond, give it up from California, Tony and Manal Masood. 9th diamond, Joe and Vivian Ortiz. All right, crossing their 11th diamond. You saw almost all these folks walk across the stage, but at Primerica, recognition means so much. 11th diamond, Charlemont and Marlene Janeston. 15th diamond team, Diana Macias and Maria Luna. 15th diamond, one of my favorite parts of the convention was during Wall of Fame when Diana Macias, and you're going to hear from Diana today. Diana and her mom walked up on stage, and Maria went up and she touched the photo, touched the picture of the, her and Diana on the Wall of Fame, and it was just touching. I mean, just the way she touched it and how emotional she was. I mean, I'm telling you, only one Primerica team. There's only one Primerica, and you're part of it. So 15th diamond, give it up. 16th diamond, you heard they were our Primerica family, Gordy and Brenda Bohannon. 26th diamond, Patty and Savannah Schechter. Unbelievable that Patty, I was so proud of Patty. I was so proud of her. And then on the show today, 65th and 66th diamond, you're going to hear from the great Willy and Lorena Naranjo. All right, and then we had a cascade, an avalanche of $1 million earners from July 1st to the convention. At number 137, Lito and Lily Eusebio. Number 138, Igor and Georgina Roca. Number 139, Lorenzo and Daniela Carrion. You're going to hear from them today. Number 140, Tesla and Gerda Sanat. Number 141, Nicole and Leo Galanis. And number 142, Craig and Gina Morgan. Give it up for all those $1 million earners. I'm telling you, unbelievable. And then we had our 30th $2 million earner crossed over since July 1st, and that's the great Gus and Joanna Gonzalez. All right, that's all of our milestones. Unbelievable recognition. I think Glenn canceled on purpose just so he didn't have to read all those names. But unbelievable recognition day. I'm so proud of all those folks. I'm so proud to be a Primerican. Every day I wake up and thank the good Lord that I found this company 40 years ago. I'm telling you, unbelievable to be a Primerican in everything that's going on today. And you heard it multiple times at the convention. Everyone counts. Everyone counts at Primerica. And in July, that's what we called our month. Everyone counts in July. And Glenn threw some bombshells out there at the convention. And I'm going to go over those bombshells again. You know, we've got Seize the Thrill Reset. If you want to be in Orlando with your kids and your family in Orlando, you need to seize the thrill and get reset this month. And you can get reset with one recruit by 1,000 in premium or one recruit by 10,000 in securities volume. You need to get reset and get on track. And guess what? If you're one of those select few who are already on track, one of those ones that are already in the running, you're going to get 150,000 builders production points instead of getting reset. So if you're already on track, you're getting 150,000. If you're not on track, you're getting reset. Unbelievable. Another bombshell, lowest priced IBA we've ever had at a convention, $38 IBA. There's 10 days left for the $38 IBA. Unbelievable social, if you hadn't already looked, there's unbelievable social media out there that Susan China and her team, unbelievable stuff they've got out there. So make sure you look at that. $38 IBA, make sure 10 days left team, you need to get out there and do that. All right, and then the game changer. Everybody's using the game changer. Listen, over 18,000 people have gotten a game changer already. 18,000. Right at 18,000 people have gotten a game changer. Very easy. You do one recruit, 1,000 or 1,000 in premium or 10,000 in securities volume, you get a game changer. Make sure you go out there. Guys, you can get reset and get a game changer all in the same time. So make sure you get a game changer. Again, almost 18,000 of those earned. And then, I tell you, our banners always are a huge hit. We do those usually toward the end of the second half of the year, toward the end of the year. We've got a banner competition running right now. So everybody counts, a growth banner. You grow in licensing, securities, or life. You grow in premium, or you grow in securities volume, you get a banner. And if you grow in all three, you get a bigger banner. I'm telling you, it's a big banner. So you need to try to grow in all three of those things, all three of those areas, so you can get a big banner instead of a medium-sized kind of banner. It's not a small, I won't call it small, but it's medium-sized. You need to get a big banner. Again, bigger banner for all three. And then as we do a lot of times, we've got an opportunity for field training bonus recruits out there. Complete pre-licensing in 30 days. And you get $100 added to your FTB score. So for those new recruits who complete pre-licensing, $100 added to your FTB score. And then if you log in the Primerica app, and we should have every single recruit logging into the Primerica app within 24 hours of submitting their IBA, they get $50 in field training bonus credit. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable. Give it up for all the great incentives and the great bombshells that we dropped at the convention. Glenn threw out a goal at the convention of 65,000 recruits. We need to do that. If everybody goes out and gets a game changer, everybody goes out and gets reset, everybody goes out and does the things, uses the $38 IBA, we can hit that 65,000. I think we can surpass it. I think we can do better than that. So Glenn threw out that goal, but he also threw out a goal of 200,000. He threw the 150 out the door, and he came in with 200,000 life licensed teammates. I'm telling you, team, when we get to 200, Glenn went through at the RVP meeting what 200,000 licensed teammates means to this company, means to all of you, means to everybody in this audience. It's amazing what it means to you, team. We need to get to 200,000 teammates. Glenn's calling it the 200K takeover. 200,000. We're taking over. We're gonna take over the industry. We're gonna get to 200,000 and take over the industry. You need to be a part of it. You need to do everything you can do to be a part of it. And then, we've got all those game changers I talked about, and we need to get every single one of those licensed. And we've got a great Zoom coming up on the 23rd, on Tuesday, tomorrow, the 23rd, 2 o'clock Eastern, 3 o'clock in Spanish, and 4 o'clock in French. You need to plug your new recruits into this. You can plug into it. You can take a picture of that barcode up there, that QR code, and make sure that if you've got new recruits that need to get licensed, you plug into this. Again, starts tomorrow, 2, 3, and 4, English, Spanish, and French. Unbelievable training that Cindy Chavis and Mark Beecham and the team have put together. You need to plug into that. And then on July 24th, Julie and Steve and the whole team in marketing, they've got the convention continues. Great field leadership on this on July 24th, Wednesday, July 24th, starting at 3 o'clock, going to 7. Great field leadership. As I said earlier, you can continue in the convention. Take a picture of that QR code. Both of those, both the licensing Zoom and this webinar. Both webinars you can link out on POL. You can register for this one on POL. You can take a snapshot of that QR code. Very easy to get plugged in. Very easy to plug your team into this. Again, you need to be a part of that. And then next week, team. Next week we got the great Julie Seaman. We've got Cheryl Bartley and Gurpreet Singh kicking off. Unbelievable training going on. I'm telling you, team, I'm so excited. I can't, again, 40 years here, I can't tell you how excited I am for all the great things going on in Primerica. As Glenn mentioned from the stage multiple times at the convention, our business is rocking. We've got more million-dollar earners crossing than we've ever had. We've got given out more diamonds than we ever have, given out more acknowledgments of milestones than we ever had. You need to be a part of it. You need to plug in. You need to do everything you can do to be at that next convention at a totally different spot than you are today. You know, we're going to talk about the next, we're going to talk about the next convention more than we normally do because it's 3 years away. We're going to set the expectations about what that means, about what it means to you, what it means to the team, what you can do between now and the next convention. You know, we talked about a championship vision at this last convention. You need to have a championship vision, whether it's for you, whether it's for your team, whether it's for your hierarchy. You need to have a championship vision. You need to be plugged in. You need to make sure that your vision is bigger than your team's vision. You need to set the vision as a leader. You need to set the vision for your team. Again, great stuff coming up. And I'm telling you, I know Willy and his team. I know them really well. I love them. I tell you, I respect them. I respect their work ethic. You're going to hear from them. You're going to hear from Willy and all his million-dollar earners today. You need to have your pen and paper ready. They're going to give you some great tips. You know, we heard from them at the convention. We heard from all his million-dollar earners. They got some more information for you to help you succeed in your business. And first, before we go to them, we're going to see a segment of Willy's recognition down at the convention. So again, help me welcome today Willy, Lorena, and the whole team of million-dollar earners, the Naranjo hierarchy. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we're making history. What an honor it is to fill this stage with leaders of Primerica, the great Omar and Daniela Oropesa, Willy and Lorena's upline, as well as the Primerica operating team, the leadership of the Primerica Corporation, here to demonstrate our support, our love, and our loyalty to the sales force as we recognize our top earners. In our 47 years of record-breaking history, unmatched success in every area, we've never had a leader achieve the milestones we're celebrating tonight. Just since our last convention, exactly 2 years ago, Willy and Lorena have accomplished things that have never been done before. At the last convention, they were $3.3 million earners. We had a pretty good celebration at that time for their success. But in the last 2 years, they've doubled their incomes from $3.3 million to $6.6 million of cash flow in the last 12 months. And tonight we're doing something we've never done before. We're recognizing them for all 33 of those diamonds at the same time. Along the way, they became Primerica's fifth $4 million earners, our second $5 million earners, and our first ever $6 million earners. Tonight, it's an honor to debut for the very first time the Primerica $6 million ring. And so I would ask you to join me in recognizing the first ever $6 million earners at Primerica, now at $6.6 million in annual cash flow, the great Willy and Lorena Naranjo.
hello everybody. You know that video is amazing. It's like living again. And you know, for us, for my wife and I, it's like a dream come true. But the reality, we have never expect that's gonna happen in our life. We just looking for the million, like the top of the top. And when we make 100,000, a million was so big. But thanks to Primerica, we can achieve more than that. And the decision we make is continue until we don't know. Everything is possible. It's just our decision to continue. And today we have a special a broadcast with the all $1 million earner from our hierarchy. And I have a couple questions for them because we want you to learn from them. Because the reason we have all these milestones, this achievement, this success, because we have an amazing hierarchy. We have a huge $1 million earners, and they can give you a lot of how they did it. First of all, I'm going to start with Jorge. Jorge, how you start this business?
Well, this answer is going to question really much.
It's going to be on me answer. Thank you, Coach. Thank you for inviting us to be here. It is such an honor. I was looking at all the images for the convention and was getting very excited. It was a very exciting moment. We were looking from the back of the stage. It was amazing to see our coaches making history in this company. So we started in 2015, and we are around like 9 years ago. We were on the Miguel Illidge team, and we were the replacement. And we started as a brand new rep, okay, like many things going on, the part-timer, we have family, we have a lot of things like everybody started, but we have the decision to go to the convention in 2015. I remember it was the first time Glenn Williams was the CEO, and the closing, we were on the floor, thanks to Miguel to help us to be on the floor, and was completely changed our mind. We knew that the company was kind of big, but with that company, you know, with that day, we decided to this full-time is going to be the vision to be eventually RVP and be $1 million earner eventually, and we did it. We always following our coaches, Miguel, Willy, and Lorena, in everything. And not like part you like it. No, you have to be coachable in everything. We decided to show up all the trainings, and we have to show up be and work ethic all the time, and working with our team and producing more licensed people, more distribution. We have from the beginning for Willy and Lorena and Miguel, we have to have a lot of people licensed. We have a lot of people being district leaders, and that's our mindset, to have a lot of people like being district leader and licensed, because we know license means income, right? So that's our mindset, definitely, Coach.
You know, Miguel, when we recruit Miguel, really, we don't expect anything from him. He's a completely different person now than then. I want you to tell them how you started.
Thank you, Coach. Almost like 11 years ago, I was working as a cashier in a fast food restaurant, a Mexican restaurant. And I didn't have in mind, I never heard of Primerica before. My sister was working for a financial institution. And she introduced me to Willy and Lorena. She told me, let me put you in touch with my friends. They can help you get licensed. And I said, licensing what? And she said, the securities license. And I knew about it because she was working on the financial sector already. So I said, okay, introduce me to them. She put me in touch. Willy and Lorena did the presentation for me. I didn't really pay attention to the business. I was just looking at taking the advantage of the licenses. And actually, I asked Willy, okay, so if I get the license, how long do I have to work with you? And he said, you don't have to work with me. What do you mean? I don't have to work with you. He said, yes, if you want to work, you work. You don't want to work, you don't work. And I was like, yeah, right. You're going to pay all that money in licenses for me, and I don't have to work. He said, that's the way the Primerica market itself. We pay for the license, we sponsor the licenses, and some people stay, some people leave, most of the people stay. And I was thinking, yeah, right, I'm going to stay. I'm going to stay instead of going to these banks. So my goal was to get licensed and then go to find a job in another company. Thank God. I started coming to the office because I wanted to learn. After I was licensed, I wanted to learn what to say when I was going to a bank to an interview. Started coming to the office, and then I started seeing how the life were, how the business was. And I realized that it wasn't anything different that I was going to do at a bank, but actually here I was going to be free. for the first time in my life, and I was looking for that.
George, George. Okay, how you did it? How you get to $0.3 million?
Well, that is now it's a good question, Coach, because where we are right now is because as Bill Lorena tell us one day in a training he did for us, if you do this business in the beginning, you do well, you do good, you do big, that is enough, and that is enough. We started just like Mari says right now, being coachable. We are so naive in everything. So we understood that we have to follow the fundamentals. Okay, and the fundamental was beginning prospecting, presenting, recruiting across the kitchen table, develop people. So that's the philosophy we implement since the beginning. Okay, recruit us because the business start with us. The business start with you. Okay, we get recruited. We get in love with the company and understood the process. We born in this environment. We don't know what the other people do. We get plugged with this system, which is do a 3x3,000 in less than 30 days. And we never stop doing that until today, until now. Even with our daughter, we recruit our daughter last month, and we tell her, you need to do a 3x3,000. And that's our life, okay? That's our day-to-day, no days off for 9 years. Develop a lot of the directs, okay? Directs district, directs division, and direct regional leaders, okay? That's our strong message, okay? Have a lot directs leaders, independent leaders doing a lot of transaction every month.
You know, our one recruit away from explosion was Miguel, but also he has one recruit away from explosion, and I believe everybody was find that, but it's not like in the first one, in the first recruit, in the third recruit. You need to recruit thousands, and then you're gonna get it. Miguel, how do you create this mega hierarchy that you have?
Well, Coach, it started from very small. I remember I used to live with my sister because I didn't have money to pay for my own rent. So I couldn't afford my own apartment, so I was living with her. And I remember that one day I was like thinking, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? And I called you and you said, did you do the list? I said, no. That was like the first thing. I said, why do you start doing the list? I said, okay, I'm going to do the freaking list. Now I'm going to do it. I started writing names. And then I started calling because I realized that without setting up the appointments, I was going to build anything. I wasn't really thinking about building anything. I was just thinking about making a sale. So in those appointments, I started calling people. And then I remember one appointment that was very important. I called one of my brother-in-law's friends. And he said, sure, come by right now. I was like, but can we wait for tomorrow? No, come by now. Because I was waiting for my coach to be with me. And then I said, okay, I went to the office. He tried to show me his policy, but I didn't understand anything about the policy. He said, let me get it and go to the office and check it with the financial professional of the office. And I said, sure. So he sent me the policy via email. Then I came to the office. We checked it out. We went back to really talk to them. And I remember that the second time, he didn't receive us as his office. He received us as Starbucks. And his attitude was completely different. I thought it was a done deal. So when we arrived, he was with his arm crossed. I said, I don't need anything. I already talked to my financial advisor. Everything is fine. I don't need anything from you. It was a little rude. And then we were leaving. I remember that I said, Coach, I'm sorry. And you said, sorry for what? I said, I'm sorry because I thought that we were going to close and we didn't close. So I'm sorry that this happened. And you said, you don't have to be sorry. That's how the business works. Sometimes they say yes, sometimes they say no. I said, what do you mean? You told me that we have to close and build the business. Say, yeah, but the way that you close it, you go to a lot of appointments and a lot of them say no, some of them say yes. And I was like, what? You're saying that it doesn't matter if they say no? No. I know people to say no, that's what I have. So I started calling everybody. I said, if they're going to say, you want people to say no, that's what I have. A lot of people that are going to say no. I started going to appointments, and then they started saying yes. So what really changed everything was that I realized, I learned from you that I had to go to the appointments and do the activity. Some people say no, most of the people say no, some of them say yes, and that's how right now I'm a $3.2 million earner, number 7 in the company to reach that milestone. And life is amazing. Almost 4,000 licenses in the hierarchy.
Yeah, and the last question is, what is your goal for the next couple of months?
Well, Coach, the goal is get advantage of what we have right now. Okay, take advantage of this game changer, of this convention. Okay, we are so aware what we have right now. This is a huge opportunity. The momentum that we have right now. All you guys have to have aware of this momentum that the company has already. Okay, we have almost 500 recruits in this month. So the goal is double that by the end of the month. Okay, with no stop, no time to sleep, no time to eat, no time to anything. It's work right now to take advantage of this, and this is the message right now that we have right now with our hierarchy, Beisho, all the team, and we have as a team, huge team, all the $1 million earner, all the hierarchy. That's the goal. Take advantage of it because we have this opportunity right now. If we miss this next 6 months, you lost. Okay, you lost your momentum for the next convention. So we are all this year working for this moment. We are prepared to grow, prepared to explode, because we have right now, we have $142 million earner in the company. We are $1.3 million right now, and we are 74 of that achieving that position. Okay, just $300,000 earner, just 300,000 the difference, and it's the half of the $1 million, which is a stop in the million. Okay, the goal is for the next month reach double the licenses, 2,000 licenses in the hierarchy, and $2 million by the end of the month. That's good.
Miguel, you're all.
Coach, my goals are pretty clear. Right now, we have in the hierarchy 3,900 licenses. So by the end of the year, it's going to be 5,000. In the Beisho, I have 754. By the end of the year, it's going to be over 1,000. $4 million earner. $4 million in income. That's what I'm pursuing. And getting my Beisho to do 400 by 400 average.
That's amazing. And now we're going to leave you with my beautiful wife, the queen of the licensing, Lorena Naranjo.
Magic. Adventure. Mayhem. Be amazed and entertained. Universal Orlando Resort is the best place to seize the thrill of a lifetime. Make sure you qualify for Primerica's next thrilling adventure. Are you ready to unlock the wonder of Universal Orlando Resort? February 2025.
Hello, everyone. It's an honor to be here. The first question is for Diana and Lorenzo. And how did you start? Diana.
Hola, Lore. It's an honor to be here. And before we get started, I really wanted to take a minute to thank from the bottom of our heart, I think, Willy and Lorena, because they're such an example of leadership, servant leaders, humble leaders. Just the fact that we're here today speaking to everyone, it's because they want us to be here. And I think that's something that has helped us, all of us, grow. Lore, I started about 8.5 years ago. And I was a nurse, but I had that feeling. A lot of people feel that's a great career. It's a great career, but I had like an empty feeling because I felt like I had no room for growth. And I never thought, as a person that you go to school so many years, I had my bachelor's, my master's, you never kind of think of switching careers, or at least I didn't think about it. But I knew there was more out there. I always felt the United States was a country of opportunities. So as I saw that, I started looking for things within my field.
And the beauty of Primerica is that it shows up when you least expect them. And so it came, I was having a coffee with a friend, Miguel showed up, and I first said no, I was not interested about this opportunity. I didn't want to sell. I didn't want to study more. I was tired of studying, but there was something about the business that really caught my attention, that opportunity to help people make more money, get licensed, have a profession, all that really caught my attention. And I started like everyone else with the fear of the unknown, with the worry of about time, how I was going to get the time to do it, whether I was going to be good at it or not. But I love the fact that here, someone guides you on the process. And the fact that someone just takes you by the hand, and at that time was Miguel and you and Willy, that will take you by the hand and say, just follow my lead step by step. That gave me a sense of I could do it. And I think I've done a pretty good job. Thank you, Adriana. Lorenzo?
Yes, thank you, Coach. First of all, thank you, Coach, for having us here. It's a blessing for us, and all glory to God then having us here. Thank you for all Primerica and PFN for everything that you guys do. And well, how we start actually wasn't a one-day success, even though that we've been in the business already for 12 years, okay? And when I started actually in Primerica was because a friend of mine sent me a Facebook message because he didn't have my number, so he sent me a Facebook message saying, Lorenzo, I see that you are in Miami. I want to introduce you what I'm doing and take a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee, and I answered yes immediately, okay? Why was that? Because I was actually in a soccer scholarship, so I was only just a school training and nothing else to do. So I said, okay, let's go take a coffee for free, right? So I show up to Willy and Lorena office, actually in Crocs, shorts and tank shirt, okay? That's how I show up. My friends start doing the presentation. He's from Colombia and a Cuban guy. They start doing the presentation, middle of the presentation, say, okay, guys, I will do it. They actually say, oh, let us finish. And they keep actually doing the presentation and say, guys, I'm going to do it. They stand up and run out of the office. Why? Because they don't know what to do if somebody say yes. I was the first recruit from them, the first presentation and somebody say yes. So they didn't know what was next. So they actually was on the phone, just walking around, and they bring me a paper IPA. And they just give it to me, and I supposed to fill it out. So I start filling up until the part then say $99 and say, hey, guys, you never mentioned this to me. And they say, well, you never let us finish. I was like, oh my gosh. So they just got me, so I pay my 99, okay, my 25. And then when I was walking out of the office, they introduced me to Willy. The face of Willy wasn't the face of happiness. The face was like, what was this guy doing in my office? Okay, just like that, who recruited him, So they actually put me in class. And what the thing is that my look wasn't actually my discipline, because I was a disciplined athlete. So they told me be in class. So I was in class, and in 10 days, thanks to the system that we have in the organization, actually Lorena, you coach, licensed me in 10 days. Okay. And that was the power of actually me get licensed, because after that was actually bringing Daniela to the business. So that's actually how we start.
The next question is for Daniela, Dani, and Diana, Macias. How did you do it?
I built my business, and I think it's a good question. It's not so much how did I do it, because I think we're still doing it. So how do you keep doing it? Because I think one of the things that's very special about our team and our leadership is that we're still doing it. And I think the first thing that I realized in the business, or my strength before, is I felt I was a disciplined person. That was the only way I could put myself through school and everything. So when I joined the business, even though I was part-time, I realized I have to be disciplined in the important area of our business. Without knowing much about business, I realized that there are, let's say, 4 things that are very important, which is, being able to recruit, being able to produce, being able to license, and have a good quality of business. And so through a daily discipline when I was a part-timer, and then a daily discipline, then I was a full-timer, daily discipline. Now that we're $1 million earners, it was to help us little by little grow the organization the way we're growing. I mean, right now, the 1.5 million that I am at, which I was surprised when I was looking at the numbers to see there's only 55 people at 1.5, and I'm heading towards the 2 million to be the number 8 in there. I find it's amazing, because what I was able to do, Lord, is I was able to break down the business into the simple daily steps. And we continue to do so. So we are
for the last 8 years and a half, all I've done is think about discipline and being present. And we still do that today. We're here, we're present, we come to the office every day. And every day the message is the same for the team, right? The 4 things that I say. So I think that's been my key in this business and will continue to do so.
Daniela?
Okay, so first of all, thank you for this opportunity. It's like Diana was saying, it's a blessing to be here and to be part of this amazing organization. As an RVP, we don't have a SVP contract yet, which we have seen a lot of examples of $1 million earners with the SVP and above contract. We still have the RVP contract, and one of the things that was key, we sat down with our coaches, Lore and Willy, and they said that it was possible that we could become $1 million earners as an RVP with the RVP contract, and they made a plan for us, and we just ran with it. I think that's the beauty of it. Somebody that believes in you and what you're capable of doing, that sometimes you don't see it for yourself, but your coaches, your uplines, they're able to see it for you. Second, we made a decision. Lorenzo and I, we sat down and said, hey, we're both all in trade-offs. What are we willing to give up for this run, right? We were rolling 12 last year. In the last 12 months, it was 400,000. So we crossed 6 diamonds in 12 months. Our licensing was 300 licenses that we had last year, and now we have 520. So that's a 220 licenses increase in 12 months. So that made us return to MIT. I mean, it gave us a lot of things. It gave us new leaders, producing new players that we found out. And just like Diana and all the other people, all the $1 million earners had said, we led from the front. We did a lot of personal production. Attendance is key. We were here first. We still are. Okay, it's not that we're retiring or anything. We're just getting started. But here at the office, first ones to come, last ones to leave, just leading from the front and doing all that. And another thing, we focused a lot in our team. How can we help our team win as well? We don't want to become $1 million earners as RVPs and be, oh, wow, how did you do it? But have a backup, have some players, some teammates that said, hey, they also paved the way. So we had 4 new $50,000 earners, regional leaders, and 2 future RVPs crossing the 100,000 ring. So that's how you have a winning team and how you make it happen. So we decided to pay the price now so we continue to feel proud of ourselves and pave the way for the other teammates to come in the organization.
The last question is, what is your goal for the next couple of months? Diana?
And thank you, Lorena. That's a great question, because I feel the goal is not to just think about convention. We just have to think about now. And one of the things that we're doing in our team is we're extremely focused on that game changer. We love what Primerica just did for us to allow us to bring our most precious asset, which is recruits. So we're growing the recruiting in a great, great way. I mean, this month has been great since we came from convention. That represents a lot of work, but it's amazing. And so from there, we know that explosion is going to take me to the $2 million, which is the goal, but we want to break it down to these next couple months. So what we're focused right now, Lore, it's we want to recruit so we can license, so we can promote, and so we can have new leaders and grow income. And I know we're going to do it, because from here to the end of the year, we'll be at that 2 million.
Thank you.
And keep going.
Lorenzo?
Yes, coach. So basically, with the equipazo that we have, the great team that we have, we know then the vision is big. The vision is big. Then in the next 60 days, we break the 400 by 400 in the base shop, okay, and utilize the tools that Primerica say. Just like Diana say, we have to utilize all the bombshell and Glenn did to us, okay. I've been utilize the new compensation program that Glenn Williams say in the senior leadership meeting. He say, like, if you do more, we're gonna pay you more. So we utilize those tools, and all the tools that Primerica put us there, we try to utilize them. So the new IBA for this month, the game changer, use it as much as we can, because we know that in the next 90 days, if we actually focus as we were gonna focus, we can license 100 more teammates for our team and keep going for the goal that you guys set us as a goal for getting the 1,000 codes by December, because we want to follow you guys' steps as you follow your plan. So we know that we're gonna go to the 1,000 codes on December, and it's a big chunk of help what is actually the company doing with actually the game changer. So we're gonna utilize that, coach.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Diana, Lorenzo, Daniela, and all team. Now I will leave you with the coach of coaches, Willy Naranjo.
Primerica presents a thrilling adventure for the entire family. It's time for you to take bold action now so you can seize the thrill next February. Compete for a spot at Primerica's next exciting event, taking place at Universal Orlando Resort. The competition will be fierce, the rewards huge. This is an adventure the whole family will enjoy. Young and old alike will experience what it's like to be part of the movies, with unlimited access to thrilling rides and attractions at a Primerica-only night of no lines. The wizarding world of Harry Potter, Minions, Transformers, they're all here. Now is the time to do something incredible for your family. Don't miss out. Seize your opportunity now so you can seize the thrill in February.
You know, this is Orlando trip is amazing. We're in Florida, but we enjoy all the time we go to Orlando, and we're gonna take advantage. Our plan is to have one of the faces, yes, with the Naranjo hierarchy. I know we're gonna happen, but for now, I wanna give you some tips from my side. First of all, you know, we have a lot of records in this company, but we are never looking to beat anybody. We're just looking to be better, and that's why we always look to break our own records. That's why we broke the $1 million, $2 million, $3 million, 4, 5, 6, 7, and now we are looking for more than that. And also, this ring says 6 million, but we also using the other side because it looks as a 9 million. That is it's a double use. We have Primerica don't need to do a 9 million because we're gonna already have it. We are so excited for what is coming. And next month we're gonna cross the 7 million. And at the end of the year, for sure, we're gonna cross the $8 million mark. But I want to show you how all these rings look together. You're gonna see in the picture. This is all the ring that we have. We never expect to have all of this. When you get the $100,000 ring, you're gonna start get stars. You're gonna get diamond to your ring. Now each million you have a new ring. We were so excited. We don't know what to do with them. We have in our safety box. But now we want to show you to everybody because it's amazing all the possibility that we have in Primerica. And I'm gonna explain you something that Glenn Williams says in the RVP meeting, the convention, what Naranjo are doing. And the first thing he explained was extremely focused on building distribution licensing leaders. We only talk about licensing. And we want to continue to do that because that's the way we find out. Maybe you have different ways, but our way, our hierarchy is to license everybody we recruit and promote them to the next level. That's the main thing we do in our hierarchy. The second thing is invest in their business and their people to create everyone wins environment. We invest all our money, the money what we make, we invest into the business. We don't have any other business. We don't invest in restaurant, in properties, and all of that. We invest in Primerica. Since the beginning, we put our money here in the business. We have huge offices. We have computers, cameras. We have seats, table. We have everything is necessary for everybody to do the job. And all our money we invest in our business. That's why we have the rewards. That's why we are making some money, because we invest first and then we get the gains. Balancing success today with the opportunity tomorrow. We always think about the future. Every decision we make, we're thinking how going to affect our future. That's why all the decision we make is we are with the leaders, the $1 million area, we talk about the possibilities, what is going to happen, is good decision for the hierarchy or no. We always look for the future. Also, prioritize a strong cash flow with the QBI. We have over 80% QBI, and we have one of the biggest ratio in the company because we always looking for have a good business. We never try to do bad thing to make money. We always try to do the best thing for the client, for the hierarchy, to make money. Then maximize the compensation system, building a strong base shop, promote a strong first, who have a strong base and promote a strong first. We understand that we came here to make money, and also our people came here to make money. And we understand that you have a big base shop and you have a strong first generation, you're gonna make huge money. That's what we teach. That's why our RVP, direct RVPs, they have big base shop and also they have a strong true first. We only have 39 RVPs. We want to have 1,000 RVPs, but we want to have a strong 1,000 RVPs. We don't have just RVPs to do whatever just because to have the title. We prefer to have a small RVPs making huge money than a lot of RVPs making nothing, because the title doesn't mean nothing. I prefer to have regional leader making over $100,000 than have RVP making $10,000 a year. I never understand that. Why you run to be an RVP if you don't want to make money? I prefer teach you how to make money as a regional in our base shop. Then when you make money, you know what to do with that title. Without that, I understand what you want to be promoted to RVP. Okay, that's why our main focus is to have a strong base shop with a strong RVPs. Okay, and now what the fundamental that we have in our hierarchy is just simple, because I don't know, the people believe that we have, I don't know what we have in our hierarchy, and we are very simple. I don't like to change anything. I still doing the same presentation that I started 20 years ago. I start doing the same thing. The first thing we do is use the Primerica resources. We don't have any different system than Primerica system. We use all the resources that Primerica give us because they pay a lot of money to the resources. And one of the things my wife and I, we are not the smartest, but we know how to make a lot of money with using others' money, other people's money. And Primerica is $1 billion company. They have all the resources. We use it in our favor. For example, for the licensing, we don't pay anything to license anybody. Primerica pay everything, the exam, the course, the fingerprints, everything. It's crazy not to use their money to take our advantage of that. That's why we make a lot of money, because we understand if we have everybody licensed, that we don't pay anything to license everybody, we're going to make millions. The second one is recruit with the only purpose to get people licensed. We don't recruit the people to get their list, to take advantage of them. Our main focus is to recruit somebody, to license them, to work with them in their market, not to take advantage of their market. Then you have when you be recruited, do the 3x3 in 30 days. Your first 30 days, you need to do that to be promoted to district leader. Then when you have your license, because we tried them to get licensed in 10 days, 15 days. With the license, after do the 3x3, you do $3,500 in personal premium with your license, because we want you to show you how make money with your own pen. Then the all division leader in 2 months doing our promotion is 6x6 in 30 days, personally 2x2, and promote 2 district leaders. Why? Because we understand if you are a division leader, you need to have people to lead. And if you know how to promote two people to district leader, you can promote 1,000 people to district leader. And that's the system that we have in our hierarchy. And the most important thing that we have in our hierarchy is the millionaire philosophy, because all these people are the most coachable people, the most loyal people, and the best leader, I believe, we have in Primerica. They are developed themselves to be a better person, better leaders. All of them have a huge hierarchy, and I know their future is huge. And we are not a team because we work together. We are a team because we respect, trust, and care for each other. That's that we have in our hierarchy. For the $1 million earner and the RVPs and the people who start in our business, we work together. We are a huge team, and we want to get this company to the next level. Thank you, and have a great day.